Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people to struggle. Hold on, let's get this right. Oh man, I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers, a space for dialogue, a space of integrity and intelligence, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Build or destroy, justice, a space of love, your space. A space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, apps with cash pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western, red cups, blue cups, squeegee man cups, goddammit, tea cups, tea kettles, the pastor's plate, the Hummer Fund, damn it, the Jingle Bell Santa Claus Red Bucket Fund. Damn it, it's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you lose your damn job. Don't wait until you lose your damn gal. Don't wait until you lose your damn mind. Damn it, it end up somewhere you don't want to be, man. Listen, book yourself an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Okay, stop sending each other outside with slings and things, busted eyes and swollen lips. Okay, stop allowing your house to be the neighborhood cop call. Okay, stop embarrassing the kids and embarrassing yourself. Get y'all an assessment and get your life together. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and or counseling, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness levels. Listen, okay? Listen. Past traumas, people, conversations, places, listen, events and situations that should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember with this information, the life that you save could be your own. God diggity dog, what's going on? Quarter zip is in the space. Okay, the youngest kid have all the fun. Shit, we was the one who showed them how to put this shit on, put it together. God damn it, quarter. Hold on, let me put on the buddy love. Put on the buddy love. Quarter zip. Quarter zip. Yes, indeedy. What's going on with you? Glad you're here with me. It's still chilly. Glad you're here, but I got on a nice little, a little chilly, but I got it on. Damn it! Yeah, yeah. We up in here. We up in here. We up in here. Nice. Yeah, we got some things to talk about. Couple of unknown people to tag. This is more of a class of learning. Yeah. We do got one, though. NLE Chopper, bring your ass to class. We don't know what the hell you think you're doing. NLE Chopper, bring your ass to class. Yeah, come on down. We know that you are Gripper Gate. Now you're letting the world know. We already knew. Okay? So come on, bring your ass to class. Let's go. The MPs, military police in Okinawa, Japan. Bring y'all ass to class. Let's go. Bring y'all ass to class. Okinawa, Japan. Come on through. Hold on. Hold on. We got a Cougar. Bring your ass to class. Come on now. Yeah, Michelle Poole. Yeah, bring your ass to class, Cougar boss lady. You got to come to class. Come on. Come on. And we got a young healthcare worker. We trying to get an update on her dumb ass and her dumb ass case. Yeah, we got to get an update on her. Some way, somehow, her little case is getting some new legs after about a year. So Lucretia Comasa, bring your ass to class because you was a dummy. And while you at it, let's see who's in class. Yeah, how many of y'all is in class? Tell a friend. Tell a family member. Damn it, tell somebody to subscribe and to get their ass to class. Put down your tweeds and cap up your little drinky drink. Who ain't class? God damn it, who's that? A Wood? Ooh-wee, first in class. God damn it, A Wood and Andre. Boy, the ladies is in class first and second. And who that? Who is that? God diggity doggy, what up? What up, 100? Yeah, Frederick, you 1, 2, 3 in class, then us Beckles. Damn it. London is in the building. London. Across the pond, the UK Massive, what's up? We see you. We see you. What's going on? Yeah. Ken Williams, what up? Mark Miller, what up? Bernie, what up? Woo, we can. Philly in the building already, y'all. What up? Salute. We see you. What up? Tierra the Young is in the spotty spot. Big Red Shaolin is in the spotty spot. TC. God damn it, TC's in class. What it do? The Gruffler. Cool, the Bag of Bones is in the building. The Underground. MC Superstar Extraordinaire Bar for Bar. Coming in from Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich, Switzerland. Yeah, we see you. Cool Queens is in the house. What up? Who that? Sean Jenkins. What's going on? Cool KK is in the building. We see you. Who's that? Huh? Who that? Gene. Karim. What's going on? You up in the building? Canada's in the building. Dutch Bros in the building. Charles is in the building. Woo-wee. Eric Carlos is in the building. San Antonio Riverwalk. What up? What up? Rodney's in the building. Who Vet? What up, Vet? Bionic Prince, what up? Who else is up in here? Damn it, Mike is in the building. Mike Nice is in the building. Woo-wee. Who that? Headache is in the building, goddammit. We see you. Woo-wee. Philippe, what up? Yeah. Stu. What up? Yeah, we gonna have a good class tonight, goddammit. Good class. Woo-wee, who that? Oh man, Charles and Carver, what up? What up, Ed? What up, Ed? Malik, whoa, wait, peace, what's going on? Oh, dude, what's going on? We see you, goddamn it, we got the pay in the spot. Boy, y'all moving this chat a little bit now, damn it. We see Steve, what up? What up? Yeah, y'all up in here. Man, we gotta get to class and we gotta get to it. Willie's up in here. God damn it. Who else is up in here? Ooh, Jeff Sparks is up in here. Huh? Health and wealth to all in the chat and comment section and those coming. That's what we talk about, Rebel. Much appreciation for the super chat. We see it, boy. B Dodo, we see you. NFNT, we see you. Hey, Boogie, we see you. God damn it. Let's get started. Let's get started. First and foremost, now I know we like to laugh. I know we talk about a lot of things that happen when it comes to SA. We know we kind of giggle a little bit about the poster. You dig? You know, old Diddler, baby oils and all that, putting pressure on people's, putting pressure on his employees and people up under him. And, sometimes you get a little belly rub because you really are making an attempt to understand how some people are powerless against that. We trying to figure it out. Like, yo, hold on. Ain't nobody getting my grippers. Nah, man, I'm fighting until there's no more fight left. And in that space, we view other people in their giving up their authority, giving up their power to somebody, especially when it's like, yo, hold on, you gonna give me some of that. That shit is baffling to a lot of us because like we have to laugh to keep from knocking your head off. Like you can't be serious. And then when we hear it happen to other folks, it's like, damn, it makes you scratch your head. Specifically when it comes to men. And listen, I'm telling you, men are not foreign. Do you hear me? Men are not foreign from being traumatized by unwanted S-acts, unwanted advances. Man, it happens. It happens a lot. Now, because many of us have been raised to believe that's all right, that if a woman is pressuring you, for these things, it's like you should just go ahead and do it. Just knock it on out. But that's not always the case. Just like anybody else and everything else, all men aren't the same. Shit, I had homies that never went in the strip club, never wanted to. Never would partake on anything on his tracks. Okay? It's just real like that. Salute, Rebel. Much appreciation for the super chat. Brother, teacher, I couldn't wait till someone spoke on this subject. About the woman folk. I can tell you stories from work to the university, man. Listen, no grippers taken, but yo, these women, wow. Yeah, they are wow. So we're going to get into this. Yeah, we're going to get into this right here. And again, certain aspects of it may be a bit humorous. But hey, man, listen, when you in that position, we gonna see why. It may not be funny at all. Let's go. A Long Island man claims he was forced to bed his female boss for years at the Queens drug rehab where they worked. Oh my goodness. See how layered it is already? And she even tried to justify the morning S-romps by invoking former President Obama. You see what manipulation is? You see what it could be like? She done told this man, you ain't presidential if you don't want none of these grippers. I'm telling you, this is where it's at now. Look. Let me get this right now. This is what she said. Barack met Michelle at work. She was his boss. Be presidential. I think the next text from you should be saying thank you. Now, this is what she said. Thank you. You should be saying thank you. St. Joseph's Medical Center Program Director Michelle Poole allegedly told underling Keon Cooper, according to his $100 million sex discrimination lawsuit. I'm so undervalued. You know, even a Mercedes needs a tune-up sometimes. This is what she said. Now, y'all done heard me say it in class many a times. The earth need to get watered. Them cougars need to get tuned up. I keep telling y'all that. See, it's right here in the notes. She says she need to get tuned up. Now I keep telling y'all. A lot of times, that is the end result of being a pussy hoarder. Now, we spoke about pussy hoarding in class last week. Yes, we did. And I keep telling y'all that that is not a flex. Whatever you do with how you conduct yourself and your activities and your behaviors, that's on you. Women, in this day and time, have various ways of expressing themselves. And when they get on social media with that, I'm celibate, been celibate 6 years, 10 years, and all this other shit, as if they know exactly what they doing. Listen, we done had class about it several times. Here go the end result. I keep telling you, if that earth don't get watered, soon it's going to take matters into its own hands. Okay? This is what she told him at work. Early in the morning. She trying to catch him at the door. You know, even a Mercedes needs a tune-up sometime. All right? Let's continue. Everyone at the job knew what was going on behind the closed doors of Poole's office because of the loud noises relative to S activities. He alleged in Brooklyn Supreme Court complaint filed against her and the company. Okay? Now, he claiming that everybody knew. Now, if everybody knew, that means he should have somebody to co-sign with him, right? I mean, early in the morning, and this went on for years. Man, how did people work around that in that environment? Huh? The alleged S encounters took place 2 to 3 times a week in her fourth floor office, often near the start of his 6 a.m. shift when Poole was summoning him. Cooper alleged in court papers, so she summoned him. She already in there before 6 a.m. because he coming in at 6. Not saying they come together. They saying she in there. Box on fire. Man, I'm waiting for him to come on in. He better bring his ass up in 2 to 3 times a week. Ooh wee. 6 a.m. shift. The 6 a.m. shift. You know what it's like to have to get up maybe about 4:30. Shower, get yourself right to get out of the door by 5 o'clock. You driving to work or however he got to work, get on that iron horse. He might not be thinking about no tail. But she know early in the morning, most melanated men of a particular age is ready, whether they willing or not. Somebody ready. Yeah, somebody ready. And she summoned him. Okay? As soon as he get to his desk, come on into the office, bro. We would like to discuss the day's activities. Look. This is what he's saying now. After a while, I would do things to avoid her, he alleged, adding, walking from the 3rd to the 4th floor, I would think, damn it, how am I going to get out of this office without feeling gross? And I don't know what melanated man would say feeling gross, but I guess if it's to amp up his claim, his lawsuit, I guess he used that code switching language, but it ain't gonna work because they gonna see that he's a melanated man, she's a melanated man. They know we don't speak that language, homeboy. Okay? They know we don't speak that language not one bit. Poole is no longer employed at St. Joseph, though it is unclear if she was terminated or allowed to leave on her own. Okay? Desperate to keep the job due to a past DRUG conviction, Cooper, who has since earned 2 master's degrees in social work and urban affairs, allegedly in his lawsuit that Poole was already having an affair with another employee at St. Joseph's Opioid Treatment Center when he began in 2019. Okay, in 2022, the flirty Poole allegedly sent him an anonymous fruit basket before demanding a S relationship, which kicked off with a date at the Marriott Marquis in Midtown, he claimed. Oh, damn it. See? Now, because this is what I'm wondering. When they begin to pressure you for some action, what is your response? How do you respond? Like at one point you said, yo, hold up. This just went left. I like your little fruit basket and all that and this little dinner. But hold on. Back up off me. I'm a quarter zip dude here. You ain't got to be grabbing and touching on me. And that would have ended it. Am I right? I mean, come on. Come on now. Come on now. Check this out. And every time he tried to put a stop to the twisted rendezvous, she threatened to fire him. This is what he's saying. I asked her to stop face to face numerous times, more than 100 times, and in text messages about 12 to 14 times. Find another job, Poole allegedly told Cooper. Look, find another job. As long as you up in here, you won't give me what I want. If you ain't, find another job, damn it. Find you another job. I don't want to hear none of that. Poole adamantly denied the allegations, insisting their 6-month affair was mutual. That Cooper showered her with gifts and romantic cards, and that she had no authority to hire or fire him. He's just making stuff up, she insisted. I have proof of the intimate things he sent me. I have credible evidence, and I will be filing a lawsuit against anyone who slanders me. That's what she said. That's what she said now. Now hold on. Come on now. Come on now. Listen. Now he's not snitching. He ain't snitching unless he was participating. We can't say that. I told y'all who and what a snitch and a rat is. It's somebody involved and engaged in a criminal act together. A criminal act together, and one flips on the other, makes a statement or testifies or gives information on the other to get themselves out of the jam. That's a snitch or a rat. If you are together, you're co-defendant, right? In concert, together. If he said he was never with it, that ain't snitching. Nah, he just going to the authorities. Yeah. That's what quarter zip dudes do. They go to the authorities. Straight up. I ain't got time for it, man. I asked this woman to stop. Okay, now this is what he's saying. Cooper, who said he's since been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, took 2 medical leaves, including 1 month-long absence and another 2 months due to stress and anxiety. After he finally complained in February 2024, Poole allegedly told Cooper, "The shit you pulled was extremely foul. You hung me out to dry." Now listen, I done seen all type of comments on Facebook, on Twitter, and a lot of the men is going at him and calling him all type of soft. Do you understand? All type of, nah, you supposed to keep it moving. Listen, I keep telling y'all, all men ain't the same. And you don't know this woman. You don't know this woman at all. 3 times a week, he gotta come in that office and he know he gotta knock that down. There's no telling if her hygiene is up to par every time. There's no telling he said he already seen or had knowledge of her knocking somebody down, somebody else. Man, you don't know the requirements of her actions. She might say, "Listen, man, I'm ODBing around here. Now you want to keep this job? Ooh, baby, I like it raw." Come on now. Come on. Listen. A lot of men have a lot of opinions, a lot of statements on. But look, son said they said he had a previous charge. They said he had a previous charge and he was trying to keep his job. Now, they not saying if he was on parole, on paper, anything, but listen, in this economy, especially around the years they talking about, she started this shit like right after the pandemic with him, he said, right? Because he said he got there 2019, he had heard she was dealing with somebody else. 2022, she was on his body. Every time he came to work, 6 a.m., she like this, waiting. What you gonna do? He can't slide this way to the left or slide to the right. He gotta go up in there. Now he's scared. And then, you know, it's just a lot with that. Listen, they in a rehab center working. I don't know of any rehab centers with no shower. I don't. I mean, the last nonprofit that I worked with, we was in a brand new building, which was a community center. Wasn't no showers in there, and that was a brand new plush building. Different office spaces, the sliding walls and all that to put the projector shit in, computer room, kitchen, break room, several bathrooms, but wasn't no shower. Nah. He might have had to sit in that shit all day. She hitting him at 6 in the morning. So you know if she getting hers off and leaving her scent on him, regardless of if it's pleasant or if it's funky, it's something there. He can't be sitting up in that all day. Then he got to go out or home. You don't know where he got to go home, if he's with somebody or not. They didn't say all that, but hey, listen. It's unwanted. It's unwanted. And far as I could see, wasn't no bread coming from that, from old boy. So she was Georgian. Put the Georgia on that boy. Yeah. If you know what kind of language I'm using there, that's a Georgia. She got hers. Ain't have to pay nothing at all. Treated him like a trick in the office. Early in the morning. I mean, sometime 6 o'clock, I know a lot of working dudes, they ain't even get their coffee yet. You understand? Ain't even get the coffee yet. And he got to come up in the office and deal with that shit. That's a lot. If he could prove it, he going to get some bread. Yeah, he going to get some bread. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I got to do my homework and see, is this a private institution? Is this a non-profit? Or is this affiliated with the city or the state? St. Joseph's Medical Center. Yeah. Yeah, because she was doing the most. She was doing the most. Now, it may sound good. Some of y'all extra brothers out there, you know, y'all brothers just think y'all just would enjoy that. Because I get men all the time. I seen it all in the comments. They was talking a lot of shit. Damn, man, son's supposed to be knocking that out. Oh, why he tell? Oh, cornball, no. Nah, man. If you don't like her, you understand what I'm saying? If she's, you know, disgusting, it could be a lot of things that turn somebody off, and then they forcing you to? Nah, man. Under the threat of losing your gig? Yeah, nah. I get it. It sound Like you may want that, but trust and believe. Nah. Mm-mm. It could be a real unpleasant existence. I'm just questioning, damn, how long? How long? She said 6 months, but he said a couple of years. How long are you gonna put up with that shit? You's a grown-ass man. You gotta say, yo, listen, I ain't rocking with fire me, damn it. You gotta call a bluff on it. You just can't keep running up in that. At the job in the office. And he's claiming that the other employees knew. So they laughing at him like, damn, other women on the site laughing and shit. Ooh, she don't even be washing. Ooh, she be leaving the bathroom stank too, and he be hitting that. You know, women is something else. Don't nobody know women like other women. They probably laughing at him and shit like, yo, ooh wee. Ooh wee. Yeah, man. It's a very weird space. You dig? Well, I don't know, Andrea. Some people get off just in the workspace. Outside the workspace, she could be cool. But something about that office turn her on. Could be the smell of the copy machine. It could be just the essence of being in a particular environment with a whole bunch of other people around. You understand? She's the boss in there. When she come up outside of that, okay, when she come up outside of that, she might not have no power, no authority, nobody to pay attention to. So she gets off in there where she the boss. Y'all know how that is. It's a lot of people like that. A lot of people like that. You just sitting there telling people what to do, ruining people work environment, stressing people out, and they get outside of the spot, they ain't nobody at all. People cursing them out, all type of shit. They're like, come on now. And that's for real. So now she just took it up a notch. She might be wholesome as hell in the street, but in that workplace, God damn it, she's a man eater. Ooh-wee. Got that man stressed out. Shaking his head early in the morning like, oh, damn. And since she the boss, and she knows she getting ready to get off, she don't miss work. She don't miss work at all. She right there, waiting. Right there, waiting. So I'm going to get some of that. Okay? See how that little laugh, that little, because it's wild. Like at no point homie said, yo, hold up. Wait a damn minute. This ain't going down like that. You get it? Yeah, for real. For real. Maybe on her. Polo, what up? It's like that. What up, Will? What's good? Get on the schedule, damn it. But yeah, man. These things happen to men. These things happen to men all the time. all the time. You dig? Philippe, I don't know. I didn't see it. If I was reading, I didn't see it. I'll see it and I'll respond to it after class. Excuse me. You dig? Now, we're going to try to follow up so we can get updates on this case here. Because I really want to know what's going to happen. So far, there have been no criminal complaints or criminal activities here. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, homie, and if he is playing, he playing hard. $100 million is a hell of a lot of money. I just hope for his sake that she don't have any text messages, okay? With him saying he can't wait to get to work so he can work that over. All she need is one text message where he's saying something in accordance with him enjoying or can't wait to get to work or you know, any of that. And that's going to throw him. That's going to throw him. So you know how dudes get. Okay? You know how dudes get sometime when they're getting good and he like, damn, you know. And she catch him. Send him a quick little text and he hit her with the or she flash a little something on him and he get that, oh, whoa, yo, I can't wait to get to that. Ooh, we going down hard and fast. Whole lawsuit gone. And you all on the paper, homie. You on the newspaper with it. So you gotta win this lawsuit. Okay? You have to win this lawsuit, my brother. I'm telling you, if you don't win this lawsuit, man, you can't live nowhere in the town no more. Nah, you cannot live in the town. Every time somebody see you, they gonna make sure, yo, that's homeboy. And work environments are going to be very, very difficult for you. Because if one cougar did it, shit, the next few that found out ain't gonna be so nice. And I know some, they be like, shit, she ain't do that shit right. She ain't know what she was doing. You get one of them bruises, one of them Brownsville bruises, them South Jamaica Queen bruises, one of them Bronx bruises, and you up there working for them, boy, they kind of rough with it. Yeah, they kind of rough. You won't be able to work anywhere in the 5 boroughs. You gonna have to work with them old fays. And once one sister be talking, you know, they talk just like dudes. Like, girl, he work under you. Then you, what? You his supervisor? Yeah, you could take that. He's soft. That's how it's gonna go, homie. That's just how it's gonna go. Yeah, just tell him you're gonna fire him. He'll get you a little taste, girl. You get that. And that's it. You can't work for transit. You can't be in the schools. You can't be nowhere. You can't be nowhere. You're gonna be a thot. So you better win this lawsuit. Because you on the newspaper. Okay? Now, in this particular incident, it's an example. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's an example of how the dynamics switch up, and people don't believe that it happens. It happens on the regular. It happens on the regular. Because all men are just not like that. I wouldn't care if it's 90% of us who would be wearing her tail out 3 times a week. Listen, the other 2 days, Thursday and Juma Friday, she gonna get knocked down too. It's 90%. The dudes be like, okay. Try to knock a muscle up off of it. But there's 10%. I'm telling you, it's like they just not with it. They're like, no. And that is an example. So I'm just making an attempt to figure out why this shit is so quiet. Why it's shh. Why it's not all over the news. You dig? Why isn't it broadcast? Or why they don't have her on every news station like the Puffster? She right there. They put a little picture in the post. Nah, man, she's supposed to be on Fox News, Channel 2, 4, 7. Supposed to have her all over. This is big. How many times you see a black woman, a boss, in a supervisor position, brought up on allegations like this? You don't see it. And usually when you have something like that that you don't see on a regular, they plastered everywhere. Everywhere. But for some reason, they letting her live. We ain't letting her live in class. Her damn name is Michelle Poole. Okay? And these are her allegations. Okay? She's lucky it's not criminal, because her ass would be on the S offenders list. She would have to register. So he went civil court because he's trying to get to the bag, but damn it if he lose. Oh my goodness, sir, you don't know. You think you couldn't go to work without being stressed out. Lose this case. Lose that case. And you can't get on a subway or nothing, nowhere. Dudes is gonna be like, yo, who that? Oh, yo, that's Coop. Yo, what up, Coop? Then how they handling you at work, Coop? He done off. Done off. Just like that. Just like that. Matter of fact, where he live? Because if he live in the 5 boroughs, since his picture was just in the newspaper, he gonna have a hard time. Oh no, he don't. He says a Long Island man. See, he from Long Island. He from Long Island. Yeah. He different. Yeah, they got his picture out there. Maybe not though, Andrea. Maybe not. See, that's why she was able to do it to him. Right? She might, and that, a man's willingness to do it might not have, motivated her the same way. She might not have had her thrill on Blueberry Hill with a willing participant. See, when they are deviants like that in their mind, they like manipulation, they like power, they like control. So if somebody's willing to knock it down, nah, that's a turnoff. Nah. You understand? Nah, this is why I always questioned the Bill Cosby case. Because remember, they kept saying, oh, he dropped the Quaalude, he dropped this, he dropped. And all the women said I would sleep out. And woke up with him on top of me. Like, I always question. I couldn't imagine that, because I'm not. You just you win. You just going to work on something that's just out cold, unconscious. Like, what kind of thrill is that? What is that? That shit is like. So I always look at, but people are kind of weird up here. So her whole essence might be the fact that he didn't want to do it. But she played him, wined and dined him. Gave him a fruit basket. Like, damn. That's what men want, a fruit basket? That's what I could, god damn it, I don't you ain't, I don't want no fruit. What is, I'd have kicked that shit back first day. Like, what's with the fruit basket shit? Oh, this is a little gift. Yeah, maybe we could, go out after lunch. After work and talk about some things, and a little dinner. You understand? So you hit him with the fruit basket and dinner, and jumped on his grip. It's like, come on now, come on. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we don't know, but I just want you all to understand that it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Unwanted advances for women, unwanted advances for men. And again, not everybody, it's like y'all with this shit. Y'all just are ready. Y'all just are ready. Y'all neck, because I know I got a whole bunch of little hot dudes all up in here. Old dudes and shit. They just ready to let their boss just get up on them, wear them out. I see y'all in the chat now. Y'all think I don't know. I know y'all in here. I know y'all in here talking about where she work at now. Y'all ready to go. Y'all ready to go. Right? Yeah, I know y'all. Y'all know y'all. Yo, Bliz, chill. Nah, ain't no chill. I know y'all ready to go find that lady and want to work for her. And then y'all won't be like homie. She ain't got to get y'all no fruit basket. Y'all all in the office with your tight ass shirt. Go and get your khakis like a damn size too small and shit. You pulling up them little khakis and shit at work. Done got you a 3/4 zip, knowing that your ass don't wear that nowhere. Trying to entice her and shit. Come on, I know how y'all are. I know how y'all are walking around like Big Spady and shit on the visit floor. Muscles and everything all tight and shit. You trying to look at the boss and shit. Miss Pooh, you need anything up in there, Miss Pooh? Yeah, I know y'all. You got unwanted advances. How did you handle it, Philippe? How did you handle it? Okay? Let me know how you handled it. Did you tell? Did you tell? Or what? Or did you quit? Huh? Let the class know how you handled that. Did you tell? Or did you quit? Somebody said from bro. That's true too. That's something else. If you a grown ass man and you got a boss that's a grown ass man, he trying to get your grippers, boy. Shit, them is fighting words there. You better not be having no grown ass man giving him no fruit basket at work. The hell type of shit is going on? Oh my goodness, Rab said he got fired for saying no. You ain't the only one. One of my close friends got fired and shit. Not a good look. Not a good look. And that's for real. But I keep telling y'all, black men deal with a lot of pressure. Okay, you didn't tell nor quit. You did good though, so you navigated around it. Excellent. Good for you. Excellent. Okay. Peace, 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 lovely lady. What up? Now, let's get to this other case. Okay. Another black or melanated female sexual deviant. Okay. Since, you know, people in the misunderstanding that it doesn't happen. Okay. This one is just sickening. And I don't understand why this wasn't blown up, because I'm just getting this, and this shit is almost a year old. So when I tried to do the follow-up, I don't believe that this person even went to court yet. Okay? A 19-year-old healthcare worker in Georgia went viral on TikTok recently for dancing in a provocative manner on top of a disabled person's head. And now she's charged with a felony. 19 years old. See, all that playing. Lucretia Kormasa Koyen of Loganville is facing a charge of exploitation of a disabled person in connection to the alleged incident, which was filmed and posted on social media by the young woman, who can be seen on video donning scrubs with a stethoscope. On January 23rd, 2025, okay? You dig what I'm saying? The Loganville Police Department was made aware of a viral video posted to social media depicting a female dancing in a provocative manner above a disabled person who was seated in a chair. Okay? A criminal investigation was initiated, which resulted in the execution this morning of both a search warrant and arrest warrant for the female. Okay? She twerking on disabled dudes. She straddling them. You dig what I'm saying? Doing the most. 19 now. Police say they were tipped off about Koyan's video after it racked up countless videos on TikTok before being deleted. The station and other news sources reported Tuesday that viewers called and messaged in saying Koyan also made a dancing video with a man seated in a bathtub. Okay? The bathtub. When I watched it, disgusted is the only word I know, said Lowry, who is a law enforcement official. He is disabled, and then making the video and posting it to social media for your own benefit is the exploitation of that person. Like, what is the matter with you? Like, for real. What's the thoughts going through your mind at 19 that you're going to do this to somebody who's out of it, disabled? The brother was disabled, and then she did it to an old fay or old fay looking person. Grab his head and like, yo, what are you doing? Koyan was being held at the Walton County Jail this week as police weighed whether to also charge her for the second video. We're looking at both of them, police sources say. The alleged victims have been checked on by authorities and are reportedly not in any danger. Investigators believe Koyan is part of an in-home adult care program, but it's unclear if she is licensed, and whether there are additional victims. And there's also reports that she might not be here legally. She could be a non-citizen. Yeah, she was wailing. She was wailing, doing the most. And why? We don't know how she was raised. Okay? We don't know her story. But we do know that someone put her in charge of these individuals who are not able to take care of themselves. And she twerked on him. Twerked on his forehead, grabbed his forehead, did all type of weirdness between her legs. It's like, yo, what do we do? What? Oh, my. So, was things like that happening 20, 30 years ago? You understand? Where I'm going at with that, there's a lot of behaviors that are being manifested because of what people, our women and men, are here with. I mean, we seen last summer dudes running around taking man grippers on the damn subway. Broad daylight type shit. Like, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, but at 19, that's a little weird. That's a little weird. A little off. A little off. Okay? Man, we need some discussions. We need some work. We need some work. There's discussions that have to take place in order to get people back. Get back in balance. You wondering what kind of response was she expecting? They don't think. They have no expectations. Can't be, because everything you do, regardless of whether you the first one to do it or not, it doesn't guarantee you going viral or you're going to garner some type of attention. Other than that, nah, they don't think. They just do. That's all. They just do. And it's bad. It is. And shit is crazy. Okay? It's crazy. So who else in here? Who else in here? And that should alert y'all to check in on your elders, right? Or your family members who have challenges in these nursing homes and stuff. Check on them on a regular. It don't take long, you know, depending on what type of conditions and ailments they're having. You make it peek in real quick on them 5 or 10 minutes and keep it moving. But check on your peoples, man. Check on your peoples. Because if she twerked on his head, there's no telling what else she might have been doing. Okay? How y'all doing? We getting ready to get to this next aim. How y'all doing? Y'all still with me? It's Sunday night. Class is light. Class is light. You can see. 68 in the building. Peace. What's going on, Snow? You understand what I'm saying? It's light. Everybody depressed and angry and shit. They gotta go to work tomorrow. Damn it, you supposed to feel good. You supposed to be turning in right here. You supposed to be in class. Invigorated, ready to take on the week that's coming. You understand? Get your ass to work. I keep telling y'all, don't mess with me and get fired. Don't get fired. Messing with me, shit. let's continue. Let's continue. Okay? Now, this is something that's very, very, it's very deep, and I'm always in, this is one of my main peeves, man, and nagging points for me. Because, not only because it's a black man, but where it happened and how it happened. And I go deep with it, man. My brain, my intellect just starts moving when I hear cases like this. Because I'm like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. What? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, because this shit is weird. Let's go. Camp Foster, Okinawa. U.S. forces, Japan, will halt unilateral military patrols in Okinawa while it investigates a viral video of an American civilian being aggressively detained by a military police officer. You understand? Now that is so wow to me. And when I saw the video, I was like, yo, hold up. This shit is insane. It's bordering stupidity. However, it's very real. Okay? Check it out. A patrol consisting only of U.S. military police detained a civilian early Sunday outside a bar in Okinawa. Okay? The civilian was not connected to the U.S. military. And he told him that. He's like, I'm not in... Man. Two videos of the incident totaling 4 minutes were posted Sunday on a Facebook account that belongs to Garlic Sensations, a seafood truck in the Washington, D.C. area, and shared Tuesday by the Air Force Facebook page. The post identifies the man as Karim Farrakhan L., a former Marine captain and brother of the truck owner. This Garlic Sensations, this food truck. The brother owns it. Okay? In the first video, an officer appears to belong to an Air Force security squadron, lifts L and slams him to the ground. The incident appeared to take place in front of Star Bar on Gate 2 Street, just outside of Kadena Air Base, or Kadena or Kadena Air Base. Okay? Two security officers wrestled with L and attempt to handcuff him as he repeatedly says they have no right to touch me. Okay? A Marine police officer and a Navy police officer appear to be standing by. But this Air Force MP, okay, did the most. The U.S. Air Force has ordered an investigation into the incident. When did this? It just happened. It just happened, yo. We have paused unilateral patrols until the investigation is finished. U.S. military police, accompanied by Okinawa Prefectural Police, have walked weekend patrols of the nightlife district of Okinawa City. Okay? In September, military police began patrolling on their own in Okinawa City and later in Naha, the Okinawa prefectural capital. This is so wild to me, yo. It is. It is. You know not to touch no civilians. You know that for a fact. So I don't know where they got, and when they go watch the video, he telling them I'm not in the service, yo. He's telling them that, and they still hemped him and did some move and slammed him on the ground because he's like this, yo, you wilding. Slammed him on the ground, hands behind the back, trying to cuff him like this, yo. I'm not in the service. You got no right to do that to me. Look, U.S. Air Force instituted the patrols to enforce an order prohibiting service members from drinking alcohol off base between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. The order stemmed in part from a rash of SA's allegations that arose in December 2023 and have so far yielded 2 convictions. 2 convictions. Okay? Now, they saying Karim L was visiting Okinawa to launch a tech application when the incident occurred, according to a post Monday by Garlic Sensations, okay, on his Facebook page. In the second video, security forces speak with L in a parking lot next to, right, Gate 2 after releasing him. L says they had no right to arrest him, and the officers disagreed. So L asks, you can detain a random Japanese citizen for not showing you their ID? Yes. And then we can pass them over to the Japanese police, the officer said. Now, I never heard of no shit like that. I never heard of military, UCMJ, I don't care what branch of the service, taking their hands, okay, off post, off base, off camp, you understand, on a naturalized citizen or an indigenous, listen, of that country, and saying that you can arrest them. You crazy, and then you gonna pass them. That shit don't work like that. That don't work like that. Like, listen, under the status of forces agreement between the U.S. and Japan, U.S. military authorities have criminal and disciplinary jurisdiction over the U.S. military population in Japan. You ain't in the military, they can't say shit to you. Okay, unless you on base acting crazy, right? That authority does not extend to Japanese nationals or residents unless they are members of the U.S. Armed Forces, according to that agreement. So you can't touch no civilians, definitely no Japanese people. And I know that when I was overseas in Germany. And when I was over there, man, the brothers that was over there that was on the German economy, which means they were not in the service at all, they were wilding. They were doing shit to those German chicks that we could not even think of doing. They were in the clubs wilding out. I'm talking about the dudes that was over there either playing ball or got out of the service, right? Because they might have been married to a German or whatever, and then got a divorce, and they was still on the economy and shit like that. They was wilding. Police, the German police are. Didn't run up on them the way they would run up on us. And them dudes was speaking the language and all, and they was over there chilling. Only thing, they was in a time warp, because I got there in 88. So if they was over there, say 5 years, they was there since 83. So them dudes were still over there wearing jerry curls and all type of wild shit. And I'm like, I got the flat top, flat the fade and all that. I'm like, fuck is that? Yo, where you from? Oh man, you from New York? Oh, you just got to the country? Yeah. And when we fighting and carrying on in the club, we know once some German police come, you better get out the way. They don't have police brutality over there. They will whip your ass. Got that long ass billy club that got rubber in it, so when it hit, it just keep hitting. I seen a lot of them old face soldiers get their ass whooped over there with that. They don't, not me. I'm not getting hit with that shit. Not me. When they come, I'm out. But the MPs, they could come snatch us up and do whatever. They not no civilian. You crazy? Nah, that's not happening. So I'm sure in Okinawa it's the same thing. They done threw this brother down on the ground, roughed him up, had his face all. They was wailing, and he telling them like, "Yo, I'm not in the service." Which again leads to the bigger question of what white folk think about black men, especially white men. That they could just do whatever to you wherever you at. It's common sense. When you're in the military, you know the civilians and the civilian population, especially if you're overseas, your first thought is, yo, they got some bread. They over here, they not toe up. They somebody. They somebody. You're not supposed to mistreat that man like that. And he ex-Marine, and he let it go. He like this, all right, go ahead, you wildin'. They threw them all down, so we just, again, we have no friends, limited, if any, respect, and we're only going to get that back by, man, like I always tell y'all, not allowing people to believe that they could do anything to you. I never have that. People can do a lot of shit. They can say a lot of shit. They can whisper under their breath and around and behind your back. But never should you ever allow anyone to believe that they can do something to you. Because then they're going to do it. They're going to try it. I leave no room for that. Nah, nigga, you better rethink it. Rethink. Hard and long and strong before you ever think that. You can't, do something to who? Who? Not Priscilla's son. Shit. Now, this kid from East New York, you know you fucking up. You can't even believe that shit at all. And that's what it's going to take. We have to be in that space as men, collectively. Peace and power, what's going on? All right? So yeah, man, that's the big question. Who does respect us? And that's a real question. Who has any reservation about doing anything to us? It's weird, man. It's weird. People should not believe that we could just handle them any kind of way, wherever you at. This dude is in Japan. He's in Japan. And they put hands on him? Throw him down? That's crazy. Frankie, what's up? Miss Lovely, what's going on? Dimple, salute, what up? See Blaze, what's going on? Yeah. What up, Mark? Yeah, man. It's crazy. For us to still be in this uh space and time that they could do that they feel that they can do that. You dig? That's where we at with it, y'all. Now, before I go, I don't get into the rap beef shit. For real, for real. I try not to. Mark, what's going on, Bliz? How does the racism manifest in Germany as compared to America? And do German women like black men, or is that a myth? You must have missed that class. You really asking me that question? You really want to know? It's 11:17. Y'all think y'all gonna sit here? It's Sunday. Y'all gonna sit here for me to explain that, for me to answer that question? Y'all really want to know? I thought I told y'all that a couple of times. Huh? Y'all really want to know that? Hmm? Do 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 do. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna take my time with it, but I'm gonna get through it. Okay? When I got overseas, 1988. Okay? They give you a 2-week orientation. Okay, when you in the country, before you run around and do anything else, they give you a 2-week orientation when you at the base, welcoming you to the country. Okay, and giving you a briefing on how to move. All right. And you just sitting there and you know, I'm telling you, it was a very different time. I was a very, very different person. Man, I had this attitude. I was upset. I really didn't want to be in the service, especially at that point. I was homesick from Texas, from basic training and AIT. I mean, I'm homesick bad, man. It's different when you're young and you're coming up and you're growing up and your family's sending you down south to be with your family all summer and summer camps and all this other shit. It's different. Like, I stopped doing that shit at like 13, 14. Okay? So, in the space, and I always have to say hip hop because that had a very, very, very definitive impact on me and my life, man. I love that hip hop. So when you talking 85 to 88, and I'm in the prime of my adolescence, and I'm knee deep in the city, knee deep in the streets, knee deep into my peer group and what was going on, and living through certain traumas. You seeing people who you idolize become custies overnight. You seeing people mother who were shit, Thelma and Pam Gray. You seeing these women like that in your hood get smoked out. Then dudes is getting money, dudes is getting murdered. It's a lot going on in the span of that music, man. In the span of that, from that 85 to 88, there was a lot going on. So you making an attempt to really figure out yourself and who you are. Remember, I was out of high school at 17. So now I did a year in college. I break out. Get to Germany, they giving me a briefing. I'm like, I'm not trying to hear none of this shit. They telling us about the Turks, right? The Turkish people over there, they considered niggers, right? For what we're considered here in Germany, that's what they considered the Turks. They told us, don't mess with them. When you out there and you on the German economy, don't get caught up in those Turkish neighborhoods or get caught up with the Turks. They gonna bang you out. They keep them knives on them, they gonna cut you up. Leave them alone. So, okay, so we hear that. And, you know, they warn you about over drinking and, you know, all this other stuff, tell you the basics on how to get around. And they tell you specifically it's a whole different culture over here. If you're in the street and somebody bump you, they're not being confrontational. They do it to themselves all the time. Think nothing of it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's their briefing. Now, when you get amongst your company or your platoon, dudes that's been over for a while, they're gonna start hipping you to different shit. Now, of course, I look at everybody as a lame. Everybody. If you ain't from the town, you's a lame. Especially back then when I was adolescent. I didn't give a fuck about nobody. I'm from East New York. That's it. I'm taking that across the globe, nigga. I got a whole different attitude. I just do. I didn't care about none of that shit at all. So I'm looking at it, I'm in here with a bunch of lames. So I gotta figure this out. How am I gonna move? My only movement that I was concerned with, because I was lied to, like so many other people, your recruiter lie to you, tell you all this old fantastic shit till you get in there. My only concern at that time was the box, right? They told me I could do whatever I wanted to do in there. Okay. So I'm figuring I could box. As soon as I get to my duty station, no boxing. In basic, you learning how to be a soldier. AIT, you learning your job, your skill set. Can't participate in nothing in that. So the only space where I would have time to do it is once I get to my duty station. That's what everybody said. You get to your duty station and you could figure it out. My duty station happened to be overseas with an infantry unit. Really, when it comes to infantry, that's all they want you to do. Be in the woods, go to the range, be a soldier. That's it. Extracurriculars is on your time. So I had to figure that out the hard way. I had to get orders from the general to be able to box, and the boxing wasn't on my base. I had to go out to another base to do it. But that's all I wanted to do. Okay, so I got over there. I figured that situation out while learning how to soldier and all that. So I was boxing for a good minute. Then I learned my dudes, you know, who were always going to the field, right? We was medics, but we attached to an infantry unit. So your man to go out, he's gone for 2 weeks. Your other man is gone for 4 days. But I'm not going nowhere because I got my orders. I found a boxing team, so now I'm boxing, which they hated. How come he don't go to the field? Shit, I got orders. I'm boxing. I'm doing my thing. I boxed for a good minute before I even went out. First time I'm out, I'm with my boys. I'm with the dudes. I'm hearing all the stories. Some dudes is married. They bring their wives over, right? Other dudes don't. It's a little messy. I'm out in the town. My man is like, yo, they love men. Black men over here. Be easy how you navigate, though. Don't get caught up. All right, whatever. I'm like, they not gonna like me because they don't know me. Okay? Shit. You talking about racism? Man, listen, it's the only way I could tell you, Mark. At that time when I was over there, shit, it wasn't no racism over there. Not to the degree where you see it. It's not no overt racism. You understand? The racism is in the slickness, in the expectation. Okay? The racism is real subtle. They on your body. And when I say they on your body, they on your body. The darker you are, the more of a fight you got. I'm telling you right now, I never ever seen no shit like that nowhere ever. And I was over there 2 years. They on your body. Germans, Italians, okay? Bulgarians. I don't give a fuck what they are. They on your body, okay? Now, again, raised where I was raised, never went outside of my women, ever. Ever. So, again, shit is difficult for me to navigate because I'm like this. I don't mess with y'all. I don't. So what do? Because when you attach to an infantry unit, there's very few women there. The only women there are the ones who work in medical records. Well, records, period. Forgot what they call that shit, RPC or some shit. Where they handle all your paperwork and all that for you. So on my base, shit, I'm gonna tell you, I was in Mainz, which is like a half hour, 40 minutes from Frankfurt, 20 minutes from Wiesbaden. Little base, I don't even think it's still open anymore, called Lee Barracks. If we had 10 women on the base, which had two battalions, all right? Give or take, maybe 600 men. We had 10 women, that's a lot. If at any given time we had 4 black women on base, that's a lot. Was not nobody there. And out of the 4 black women, 1 was married to one of my boys from Philly. They was over there together. Another chick, she was Rainbow Skittle. And it was this young broad out of, I don't know where she was from, somewhere in the Midwest. And she was giving the box up crazy. But she was tired of some dude. So wasn't a lot of pickings. Now, when you get off the base and you moving around, a lot of dudes, again, was bringing their wives over. So you don't see them because they living off posts in various little spots. But if you go to those PXs and stuff, you run into them. Again, at 18, 19, this is what I'm experiencing. I'm seeing what we know now is Cougars. They may be in the field for 2 weeks. Or they done moved them over there, and now they running around with the German broads. Got this chick stressed out in the spot. The earth gotta get watered. And I don't care who watering it, it's going down. But even that is small because you don't want to get into a jam. I told you, I woke up one morning, I look up on the damn mantle, like, oh shit, that's my sergeant. Oh shit, that's his broad. Like, come on. I'm 18, this broad 39. What is going on? I met her at one of the, what was this? One of the PX or one of the other posts. You know, they got them on-post bars and clubs. Like this shit is wild. You start to see people in a different light. I'm like, look at this shit. That type of shit. But now when you out in the German spaces, in they nightclubs, with they women, with different women, you see it, now you moving and grooving. It's a whole different ball game. A whole different ball game. Where you ain't none of that. Hi, what's going on? Can I get you a drink? Let's dance. What's your name? You know, all that shit. Shut that. Give a fuck about that. Look at you. Crack a smile. You out of there. You waking up next morning somewhere. Ain't none of that bullshit preliminary. Ain't none of that. None of that American dating and courting and all that shit. They see you. They know you American. They know you black. They on your bones. Just like that. Just like that. Ain't none of that racism. The racism come in the morning. When they say, oh, I love you. What's your name? Oh, yeah, I love you. You be here when I come back from work? Okay. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And they all in love with you, don't know your name, nothing. In a couple of days, you give me baby? I need baby. You give me baby? I'm like, what? The fuck is this? A baby? Don't even know your name. You don't, what is this type of shit? That's the racism. That's where it's at. And a lot of dudes get caught up. They get them German wives, they get them Italian, they get the war babies. You gotta understand, if I'm over there in 88, you had black men over there since World War II being stationed there. So it's a lot of mixed. That's what they call them, war babies. The pops is black, the moms is German or Italian or Turkish or some other shit. You like this, they look black. You understand? This is the type of racist shit. And if you ain't swift on your feet, you either gonna get knocked up and marry one of them broads and stay there, or you gonna bring one of them broads back. Now, I ain't no mother. You ain't loving a nigga in a week. You ain't loving a nigga overnight. So what do you think that is? That's racism on a different level. Remember, they country getting built back up. Yeah, man, the Allies ran through Germany. When they got Hitler up out of there, they did all that. So you talking the mid-40s, 50s, 60s, then you got Norm and all that shit going. They just getting their feet in back when I'm over there. The hell? I've been in towns where I'm with a bro and I'm like, yo, what's the matter? Why they staring? Yo, they never seen a black man in person. What? Real Twilight Zone shit. I'm over there like, what is this? Like, and they not turning their head. They staring like, I'm like, man, this is some other shit. But I'm homesick. I'm not getting caught up in none of this weird shit. And they cater to your ass. You would think you in a, what the hell was that movie? Oh my goodness, what was that movie? One of them scenes where they got the brother, he all laid up, they feeding him grapes, they doing all type of shit. Till next thing you know, they on him with some vampire shit. Like, yeah, like that. They put it this way, I done went into restaurants and have a full meal ordered for me and not pick up a utensil. Where they actually, the broads I was with fed me. The whole meal, I ain't pick up a utensil. Not the fork, not the knife, nothing. I'm saying, oh, this is what type of town they on? Yeah, my black ass was acting up. Hold a crib, doing all type of shit. Weird. But you better be on your P's and Q's, as I'm telling you. You won't come back. You won't come back. Boy, I tell you, if you're from, and again, not trying to be biased, not trying to, but I gotta call it what it is. If you ain't from the town, I seen it. Most New Yorkers, they like this, man. I'm like, get the fuck, I'm out of here. Got a lot of dudes from other cities, other states. They don't have nothing going on at the crib. Nothing. Over there, they got them a little gig. They in the service, they got them a little whip. They the man over there. Bros don't care about nothing about the shit that's going on here. You could be a cold derelict home. You go over there, you that dude. You that dude. Simple as that. Shit. Totally different. I'm like this. I'm out of here. And I'm telling you, when I'm saying 88, 89, 90, they knew more about hip-hop, R&B, and soul than your average. Straight up. They know who produced what, who wrote what, who did this, what come. They on it, like on it. On it. And I was like, oh, this is different. This is a side for real. This is different. You better be sharp. You better be sharp. I got the hell up out of there. Quick. Did my service time. It's time to go. You re-enlisted? Hell no. I'm out of here. Gone. Fuck out of here. I ain't with this shit. I don't care how beautiful the countryside is. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Keep these birds. I don't give a fuck if they, what? They can speak 8 languages. They can do all that. I'm gone. Out of here. See ya. Yeah, back to the town, nigga. Not with that shit. Yeah, it ain't that cheap. That's another thing. People thought it was cheap. Yo, you go get a BM, you get a Benz, you get a Saab, you get all the. Once you put the US specs on it, you done paid that difference. So the racism was subtle. Subtle. You don't peep it, and some dudes don't peep until 20 years later. You done got 2 kids by the brush. You done married her. She got every benefit in the world. And she like this, yo, get out of here. She on the next bro, or been on the next dude for a minute. Yes, it's a dirty game. But again, you have to know about it. You have to have experience to have knowledge of it. It's very different. Nobody in the world genuinely loves black men, but black women. That's it. Nobody, you can't, nobody, you can never, because they don't understand you. If somebody doesn't understand you, they can't love you for real. But they do their damnedest. They believe that they can understand by reading, by, coming from the outside and like cosplaying and code switching. That shit ain't an understanding. But if you a slow nigga, they gonna get up on you. That's right here too. It's right here too. All these people y'all see swirling and all that shit. That ain't no genuine love. They're not gonna put it all on the line for you. They're not gonna go against the grain of their peoples like that for you. Nah. Nah. Get your ass home. Home. Nobody's gonna take care of the soul, of the mind, of the body of the black man like a black woman. None of them. No one. I don't give a damn who they are. They're not gonna do it. They're gonna play. I just went through it. I just had a client go through it here, home, with an Asian chick who swore up and down she loved him, got his name tatted on him and all type of weird shit. As soon as her daddy found out, his ass was out. Daddy old school Mandarin, ain't speak a lick of English. Seen her with that nigga and went fool. Whatever the hell happened, his ass was out. And she was out with him. Simple as that. Listen to my daddy. It was fun while it lasted. And she'll cover that tat up whenever, but he ain't no love for you. You a nigga. That has been imprinted and ingrained in their DNA. They'll play with you. Yeah. But no, don't y'all ever believe that bullshit. Don't ever believe that. But it wasn't. Now, when I left right after they took the Berlin Wall down, right? Ronald Gorbachev, and all that shit, tear down this wall. They tore down the wall. Now, my mans and them were still over there, and they said once some East Germans started coming over, then that racist shit, and they said, yeah, because they had them old school Nazis, and they were seeing that shit running around West Germany. They couldn't get with it. It was like they was attacking dudes and all type of shit like that. Because dudes were just doing their thing. It was nothing to see, say, a African brother over in Germany living and doing something, and he got him a German chick. It was nothing. You seen that on the regular. You dig? And they said them East Germans was wowing. And that had, kicked up. But I'm too swift on my toes. I had some good friendships. Some people over there I still communicate with. But, nah, Blackie coming home. Straight like that. With nobody. No. We not doing that. I learned that quick. Because when you young and you put it this way. When you young, when you are coming up in the 80s, and like I always told y'all, this newfangled shit, y'all got these 19-year-olds doing dumb shit, twerking on people in a damn, you at work. Supposed to be taking care of these disabled people, you twerking on them and all. This over sexualized space, we didn't come up in that. I'm telling you. It took you 2-3 hours to get a phone number out of a woman. Straight up. When you was young coming up in my, you may get a call once in a while until you in the rhythm, till you meet the parents and they trying to figure, man, it may take you 6 months to get a little hump session and all that. With clothes on and all that grinding and shit. It wasn't none of this bullshit they got now. Hi, chat, DMing you up in the What? Wasn't none of that. So to leave from here to where it was a sport. Yo, so how many numbers you got? You go to Great Adventure, you go to 42nd Street, you go to the club, yo, oh, I got 3 phone numbers. Remember Shorty with that, this, that. Oh, word, yeah. I'm gonna call her tomorrow. To go from that to being in an environment where bras is taking you home and it's like real, like, yo, hold up. What's going on here? What do you mean what's going on here? I'm on your body. That shit it was something that I was very, very keen to. And I said, nah, I didn't trust it. Nah, some shit going on. Yeah, nah, some shit going on here. Like, what is this shit? Like, nah. It was very real. Like I said, other people, they went ham over there. They went bananas over there. I'm talking about, whoo. It was crazy. I'm telling y'all. Definitely too explicit for my class. Definitely. You know? It was an experience, I'll tell you that. With some, and it wasn't no can I say it? Nothing that, you know, that would be considered unattractive. That didn't come into play. Like, it was some shit. Oh, trust me, it wasn't. That's why I don't get impressed by, you see some, once you leave the country, you see some shit. You definitely do. You like, yo. Cause you seeing people from all over the world. All over the world. You seeing people as, you know, as dark as Alec, the supermodel. Right? Mixed with all type of shit. It's just, yo, and they all got the same temperament. They all got that. They don't have that hang up over expressing themselves sexually like they do here. Here, we went through some shit. Sex was weaponized, right? You got breeding plantations, you got master doing this, but they giving you this Bible and telling you, no, you supposed to be chaste and you this, and no, the white woman is here, and they play the mean head game. And everything is supposed to be pure, and you gotta leave it to Beaver and the goddamn Potsy and Fonzie and all this other necking and kissing and pecking and all this other bullshit. But in they basements and they office spaces, they wilding. So it was a whole different aesthetic. You get over there, Europe is out of control. Out of control. You think all that S&M and all that other shit, that shit come from over there, man. All that shit. They brought that shit over. All that shit is over there. You over there, ain't none of that. Ain't no hang-ups. Ain't no hang-ups. They doming you like it's a handshake. Ain't none of that shit. It's like, the fuck out. They getting that shit out of the way because they playing for something. Like, yo, so you had to have some macking on you. You had to have some, you wasn't raised up right, you got caught. And I seen it. I seen dudes over there. Dudes will be coming from the States, they in the service, they doing good and all that. Get over there, get one of them bras, and boom, 2, 3 C's later, this dude is out of the service. He fat, he looking stupid. Ain't wrote his mother or family in 5 years. You're like, what's going on? Lost, never came back. Never came back. I seen that shit. I was like, what? Why are you over? I said, you still over? Re-enlist. Yo, they getting ready, sign a bonus so I could re-enlist. I said, yo, you getting ready to re-enlist for 4 more years? Yeah, they giving me, my MOS, they giving me $17,000. You know, blow that 17,000 in 8 months. If that back then. And now you stuck for another 4 years? Fuck out of here. I'm like this. Man, get me on the first plane smoking. Cause I didn't lose my New York. Whatever I said I was doing in Midtown Manhattan, and y'all already know I was doing over there. You can't take me. I'm getting thousands in the street every day when I go out, and you want to take me in the service and give me $800 a month? Fuck I'm gonna do with that? After taxes, it was like $620 a month. I can't get fresh. I can't get dipped with that. And I still gotta eat and all that. Nah, somebody gotta get knocked in their goddamn head. Uh-huh. Time to show my peoples what East New York is. Listen, y'all, we gotta get some bread. We can't be sitting over here like this. They got iceberg and all this other fly shit. I gotta get dipped. I gotta get dipped. Since y'all from the Midwest and the South and all this, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just don't let nobody grab me. I'm gonna show y'all how we get this money over here. We gotta get, so it was turn up time. I'm gonna bring East New York wherever I'm at. I'm gonna get to that money. Cause it was fly. You over there, you in Europe. I seen iceberg in 88. That shit ain't get to the States until what? 96? And then by that time they had changed it up. They had diesel jeans, chippy, pepe, all type of shit over there. The shit that you got from here that you was raised on over there looked totally different. The Adidas, the Pumas, they had all type of shit. I'm coming home, dude was like, yo, what the fuck is that? Where you get that? Yeah, all that shit over there. So no, you can't $600. Nah, them iceberg, they had iceberg 3/4 Sherlins. Them shits was like 2,600 back then. With the big Russian spy and on the back and all this other wild shit. Iceberg t-shirts was $100 back then in 88. Nah. I can't get no 600 a month. Nah, that ain't nah. Yeah, I can't. If I'm gonna get a t-shirt, I gotta get some bread. Man, listen. Yeah, then it got turned up. It got turned up. And yeah. Let's just say that, yeah, a lot of people was getting stretched. It's time to hit the red light district. It's time to go get this bread. It's time to go hit. Yeah, man. Frankie, you know what time it was. You know what it is. You know what the East New York bandits do, man. You know how we do it. Time to turn. And I'm not even going to tell y'all about the red light district. That's different. I might do an Instagram live to get into the red light district. That shit'll blow y'all minds. Yeah, Frankfurt and all that shit. But yeah, it was an experience. It was something to live through, and it was fun. I just couldn't take this. I couldn't take the military aspect of it. I couldn't take the service. Yeah, I had to get in them pockets. And it wasn't no digging, Frank, because the larger the denomination of money, the bigger the bill. So they all had wallets over there, so you can't dig now. So they 5 will be like this, they 10 will be like this, the 15, the 20, the 50. So the bill got bigger, so they all had wallets. So you know you ain't digging no wallet. They gotta get stretched. So it wasn't no digging there. Everything was a strong arm. Everything was a choke out. Like, yo, Germans ain't know what the fuck hit them. Like, what's this? What's going on? We was just waking up all through the club, stretched. Woo, all through it. Listen. Nah, ain't no hammers. Ain't no hammers. Everything is dead arm. Ain't none of that. Hammer? Shit. Nope. Remember, we in the service. So we get knocked for anything over there. That's a Fed bid. You go straight to Mannheim, which is the German spot, and then they transfer your ass to Leavenworth. So you ain't messing with no hammers. I've seen dudes come into service for 4 years and end up getting 20 years overseas doing dumb shit. Selling mess tabs or because they love American cigarettes. So dudes, if you don't smoke and don't drink, you give dudes your ration card, and dudes get 30, 40 cartons and then go out and sell it to the Germans, all type of weird shit, get knocked for that. That's a whole bid. A whole bid. So again, you gotta be on your toes. You really have to. It's like anything. If you're young and stupid, you're gonna get caught up. If you're old and dumb, you're gonna get knocked off. Again, I always take my East New York with me. Never with an ego. Very cautious, a thinker, calculated. Know the land, know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, know who I'm with. I'll never let that go. East New York has given me a clear perspective on how to move wherever I'm at. Whether I'm behind the walls, whether I'm in college, whether I'm in the service, whether I'm out of state, I don't lose that. I will never lose that. Because I know and understand how difficult it was for me to make it through the East. People don't understand it until or unless they lived in that, and you gotta be in it to really understand it. That shit was a minefield, yo. You'll lose reputation in life in a second. So you always gotta be on point. So that shit took me overseas. I'm like this, nah. I'm not getting caught up by this bullshit. But the racism is and that's anywhere once you leave the States. Here they tell you you're a nigga. Now if you choose to go and mess with them, you want to be a MAGA, you want to be this, and you choose in that life, so be it. They letting you know who you are. They don't give a about that. They're going to use you and spit you out. We know and understand who we are right here. When you get out in that world, you cross that water, they not going to tell you shit. Nothing. Now, I don't know. South Africa's different. But, yo, you'll be dancing in Europe. You see what they did to Josephine Baker? She was a nigga all day here. She went over there. Boy, they loved the hell out of her. Until she started showing how black she was. That's it. They're like, oh yeah, you know, we love dance, yeah, boom, entertain, The minute you show you black for real, that's when they turn. So you gotta understand that. That's why I said we don't have no friends, none. And nobody that sit too close to them old faces is gonna ever be an equitable person when it comes to moving for our liberation. Not gonna happen. Ever. So don't get confused. Alright, but shit, it's midnight, man. Y'all had me on here for a long time. Long time. I'm supposed to have been off this. I got things to do in the morning. You got family in England? Yeah, England is different. Yeah, England is different too. When your ass start going outside, we in England. Why? England is an English. Any space where old phase speak English and that's the predominant language of the country, you know racism. You know they all about keeping you in your place. But I'm talking when you go to them foreign language spots, Russia, Spain, and Italy, Portugal, and all that other shit, and they'll rock you to sleep. They will rock you to sleep because all of you think that they want, oh, they love me. Oh, you seen what she was doing to my bones. You seen what they was cooking. You seen what kind of car they put me in. Whew. Matrix is different over there. Yeah, how you thinking you somebody until it's time to get out. You won't even know it. You stuck, huh? Yeah. So be careful, man. Be careful who you surround yourself with. That's wherever you at. And wherever you at. There's a litmus test when you want to figure out who's really for you, who's really in your corner, who really have your best interests at heart. You gotta test people. I bullshit you not. And sometimes you can't figure out the proper test. Sometimes you can't figure out the proper test. I've seen people in situations for years. And when it was time to break out, they broke out. I've seen people turn up. I'm telling you, I'm a counselor, so I hear it all. I hear it all. Husbands destroyed. I gave them my whole life. And she loved me. We got these kids in this home, and bro, they ain't want to deal with him at all. Ghost. Fuck out of him out. I'm telling you, there's no true test. It just isn't. You just have to be very observant. And again, on your way to moving towards whatever your goals are and whatever you believe, there's just things that cannot happen outside of your belief system. And if somebody is really with you, you're going to see. If they step this way, they step that, you're like, nah, they not really there. You gotta watch it. Watch it. It gets real funny. It gets real funny. And when we are, as a people, more keen to that, we won't get caught up with the dumb shit. Such as, she's black, I'm voting for her. Or he's black, or he said this, I'm with. No, man, no. Gotta watch it. Understand? Gotta watch it. So I learned that early, being in Germany. I learned that early. Damn, I learned that early. I know for a fact. You can't love me in no week. And you can't even speak. I don't even speak your damn language. 'Cause I was learning. I was nice with it too. That's one thing. That German shit is quick to pick up. I was learning. But you don't know me. You don't know the land I come from. You don't know shit. You mean you love me? You don't know me. And they was quick to throw that shit out there. Quick. That's what I was like. You ain't even say like. You love and ask for a baby. Like, what? Shit that make you scratch your head, a baby? Bitch, I'm 19. Fuck is you talking about? You don't even know my mama. You don't know nobody. That's racism. That's the shit that you got to really pay attention to in this world. And you never know what somebody wants from you. You just don't. You just don't. I try to speak to women in that tone all the time because they be believing shit about themselves. And we can't blame them. Somebody put that shit in their head from when they was a baby. Oh, look at how cute she is. Look how pretty she is. She's cute. And then when she starts smelling herself and smelling her own box and moving around and the world is doing that, and now you up here with it. And you really think that you that shit. And you never know what somebody really wants from you. You don't know what dudes want. So you may think that you are providing the least. And shit, they getting the most. Because they never even expected that. We tell women that shit. You got dudes that don't even expect to get a hello or to get a phone number or to even go out for dinner. They don't even expect that. So when you giving them what you believe is the least, you taking it, they the most. They chilling. Oh shit. Not only am I going to dinner, she paying for the dinner. And you thinking this shit is nothing. Salute, Ghana. What's going on? Peace and power. You understand? The most. You done gave him the most. Oh, I'm gonna give him a little something, give him a little bit of tail and all that shit. He ain't gonna get no grip or something, but I'll give him a little tail here and there. He didn't even think he was gonna get nothing. You think you doing the least. He getting the most out of it. Same with dudes. Same shit. You don't know. You're going on your own ego, believing that you are controlling shit. You're not controlling nothing. The minute you get that shit in your own head, the better off you're going to be. I'm telling you, people are deceptive, man. I'm telling you, you got to know that. Deceptive. And you will play yourself. You will play yourself. And I'm telling you, they did deceit for years. So that's just the nature of people. That's just the way it is. Now, either you're going to continue being in a space where you are intelligent, where you're conscious, where you deal with people in the world with humility, right? Or you're going to allow the nature of people to turn you into an effed up individual because they effed up. See where the coaching comes, see where the balance is. You can't shift your nature because that's the type of shit they on. You just have to respond differently. And sometimes that responding is leaving that shit alone. Like I said, I leave all negativity alone because I'm not a nice person. I know that. I get triggered. I'm ready to pop your head off. I know that about me. So I leave people alone. For real. I see, oh, this one is on some bullshit. Nah, let me leave it alone because I already been there. You understand? It's just that simple. I don't have that patience. I don't. I'm a real East New Yorker. We don't have patience. We ready to take you off the count for simple shit. Right? Because we've been raised in an environment where we laugh at dudes like, oh shit, son got his head blown off. Why? Yo, they was arguing over a fucking dice game. Oh shit, nah, son drunk his 40 and then put it back in the case. Stupid shit like that. You know, seeing dudes get their head knocked clean off. Like, what? He bodied him for that? Yeah, son, he told him don't drink none of the bottles until he got there. Son, open up the 40 drunk and put it back in the case like nobody's seen. Dumb shit. Brothers blowing at each other. All type of shit. So I know my patience is like this. So I don't get involved with that. You're supposed to read it, you see the energy, and you fall back. Like, oh shit, now I gotta fall back. I gotta chill. I can't, be involved. I can't move around with you. Like, nah, because you're gonna pull that out. Well, so that's what you gotta know yourself. You have to know yourself to protect you and others, especially for what? I always tell y'all, unforeseen consequences, because your triggers will have you in your own head believing that you could just do whatever, and that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Okay, so once again, I'm out. I do what I gotta do. I gotta, move around in the AM. And as always, y'all do too. So my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding me down as always. Dig. To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. Make sure you get back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. And don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. Believe in my belief in you. You can do it. You can do it. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. Embrace good things. Know your math. Know your math. Know yourself. And all this other meatball shit, you won't have to worry about. You dig? That's where we at with it. Remember, if you got anything that you're trying to sell, promote, whatever, put it in the comments, put it in the chat, put it in the community. This is our space, your space to do with it what you will. Let's grow each other. Subscribe, get subscribers, hit notifications, do what you do. And as always, 55 gang, get y'all grades up.